Okay, so I just saw David Attenborough's Our Life on Our Planet, and this was a really good documentary about the current state of, the natural world and how over the years our influence has, unfortunately and very sadly, destroyed a lot of Earth's natural wildlife and habitat. It was both a saddening yet inspiring documentary because it did show unapologetically show basically the decline of the world's ecosystems and natural habitats for biodiverse life, and it was touched upon certain aspects of David Attenborough's life. His early career, which started in the 50s, where he started doing broadcasts of animal encounters and exploring the forests, the rainforests and grasslands of Africa and things like that. But anyway, definitely this is a must-watch documentary because it shows you and tells you how, even at this point in time, that we can still save most of our environment and we can help the natural wildlife and wilderness and the ecosystem of this world. There's still hope that we can heal it and restore it if we just make a few simple changes here and there, like don't use fossil fuels or eat less meat, because we're eating way too much meat today, and it will. There was a part of the documentary where he said, like, we what was it? Meat doesn't have has too much of a place in our society. We need to focus more on plant-based and like veggies and things like that. And just simple things like that, like you can don't waste fuel, always be mindful of how much fuel you use when you drive your car, because hopefully in probably the next decade, I really do hope that fossil fuels in cars at least will become obsolete, because I drive a car that uses fossil fuels, but I feel like the electric car is going to get far more popular in this decade, and I do feel like I think once the 2030s start, I'm really going to think that fossil fuels will completely become obsolete and hopefully become a thing of the past, because we just can't use these things anymore because they're going to be used up, they pollute the environment, and I really do hope that in the future that we see a lot more use of renewable energy, like wind farms or solar farms or sea current farms and things like that, because we just can't we need to stop burning fossil fuels, because it's ruining the environment. And David Attenborough says that we are quite literally murdering our planet at the moment, during the past century. But there is still hope that we can, and it was inspiring that we can still make a difference in saving the environment. But yeah, definitely see this movie. I've gone on about it long enough. I would give it a perfect 10 out of 10. I do think that this is the best documentary of the year. It is a must-watch and it's very informative, and my words can't do it justice. Just go see it for yourself. It is long though. The documentary goes for about 100 minutes, but there is also a post-credit section with David Attenborough talking to this other man that I forgot the name of, discussing the documentary further, and kind of touching on some questions that you might have had. So the whole thing went for just over 2 hours. So just see it. It's really good. It's worth your time. I've gone on about it long enough. I do feel like this is probably David Attenborough's most important documentary that he's ever made. I mean, he's made better looking, much more in-depth documentaries about nature and animals, but this is probably his most important, because this is his witness statement about the future of mankind and its relationship with the natural world. And this is him giving his profound wisdom and advice of what we can do. because we are at a crisis at the moment with our environment, and it is very sad to see that. Like, when I have kids, they might not be able to enjoy the natural world anymore, because it could be all ruined, it could be all destroyed, and we have to put a stop to that, because future generations do not deserve to suffer from what we have done in the past. It's just not acceptable. So just watch it. That's all I have to say, and that's it. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.